I'll come right back to you, Gerald. I want to go. I'm looking at the clock here, and I want to go to Burrell, a first-time caller out of South Dakota. Burrell, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hello.
How you doing, Burrell?
Doing good. How about yourself, Jesse? Big time fan of your show.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I have been listening to what you say, and and you actually opened my eyes to how my people are up here in South Dakota. I'm a Oglala Sioux Lakota from our tribe, and our last tribe is one of the last sovereign nations. I think one of the last sovereign people on the Americas. And so, being from around here, we see a lot of Christians come in, or a lot of different people who want to believe that they're Christians, or want to believe that they're doing something right for their community. But a lot of people come here, and they want to go back, and the people here, our people got so used to it too that to us, they're just another group. They're just another group. We'll hear what they have to say. We're just another number that has to be saved. We're number 20 or 200 and some that got saved. And the same people, they come here and, we went, we helped out the Indian man, and we went back. And that's all it was, man. There's really no Jesus there, man. Like people think Jesus is the white man who took over of our reservation, man, of like our people. And this is what so they're playing that card of poor me, poor me, poor me. And that's what I want. I want people to understand that, to see that it's more than that. And that's that you have opened my eyes, man. Like watching you, showing how you've described it as yourself, as it takes one to stand up against what you believe in, like against what the black people think that you like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You're the one standing up for going against your own people. So it takes someone like us, someone like me, to stand up, say, hey man, we need to stop playing that card of poor me. We need to stand up and believe in what we believe, because our people used to be a spiritual people until somewhere along the line in the beginning, it got messed up to where we started worshiping the creation rather than the creator.
Yeah. How old are you, Burrell?
Me, I'm 26.
That's good, man. So are you starting to stand up there and try to point the right way for them?
Yeah. I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can, man. I went to a discipleship program, and I'm living out here in the community. I've got my house and my car and my wife and my family. And we're just, every day, man, living the Bible study. We're looking to show people that this is the right way. Like this is it. And we can't. And I try to explain this to the groups that come out here. Like you have different, different teams come from all over the United States. They come in and they want to help out somewhere. They want to come back and take some back to the community, or something like that. But what I want them to see is that you don't have to come halfway across the United States to help someone. You could help someone in your own community. You could help someone over there. And the same thing is over here.
Right.
It doesn't take having to listen to someone come from way over there for us to change. We have to start right here, man. And that's what we got to start. We got to start with stop with that poor me attitude.
Absolutely, man. How do they feel about the whites who come over to try to help them?
Well, there's some people some people are just like, it's just another. You're just another group that's coming over, and we'll sell you our beadwork, or how would you say, we'll listen to what you have to say, but we'll go to your tent meeting, we'll go to your groups, but you're gonna feed us. What are we gonna get? And it's the same as them, man. Like, okay, so when I was in this program, and a lot of people come down, they want to help out the people, but what are they really trying to do? They're bringing in people, but you're just another number that got saved. And we went back, we saved this much amount of people, and it's just like, and then on the opposite end is some people will say, yeah, we accept him, but you got these pastors and these preachers driving around these fancy cars around here, thinking that they're all, you follow Jesus, this is what you're gonna get, this is what you get. Well, no, it's not like that. We have to be in the struggle, man. We have to come up and rise above it and be overcomers, and not use the things that Jesus. Does that make sense?
It does. Oh, I'm glad you're trying to wake them up, man, because they got to as individuals, they got to seek the kingdom of God, admit that they're wrong, and just start standing up for themselves. Otherwise, it's just not going to get better, no matter how much the people come in and preach. It's not going to make them get up and become independent people and do for themselves.
And another thing I wanted to get across is all these people they want to vote for the Democrats, vote for the Democrats. Well, what they don't understand is our reservation is ran by these people.
Yeah.
These people who sit up on these high tops, and they decide how much food we get, how much we get commodities, we get our food stamps, we get low income. Like our elders get like maybe a couple $100 a month for a whole family of 16, a household of 16.
Amazing.
And we have our health care insurance, but there's nothing, man. There's no jobs. There is jobs, but everything's a set amount. Like this, if people really want to see a true democratic nation, then this is what's going to be. Look to your local reservation. That's what it's going to turn into.
That's amazing, Burrell. And so the Indian men, they are weak as well?
Is the what?
The men, are they weak?
Yeah, there's a lot of
beta males?
A lot of beta males. I never heard the term beta male until the man who I'm being discipled under right now. He's actually the one that turned me into your show. And I never heard the term beta male until your show. And that's what I know. So as I sit here and I look around right now, I'm looking around on my reservation, man, in Oglala, and there's people walking around, dogs running around. People's houses aren't even in good shape.
Yeah.
You got women driving the cars. You got women deciding what's going to happen. And the men just go along with it. They want to drink their alcohol, smoke their smoke, want to look cool for their woman or whatever. But it's the role, God and Jesus, Jesus and man, man and woman, woman over children. That's what it's got to be, man. And we got to reestablish that. Somehow it's going to take one and God to show His truth among the people.
One final question that I have to run. Is it true that a lot of young men and women there are committing suicide?
Yeah, it is. Actually, me, myself, I tried to commit suicide here not too long ago, probably like a year and a half ago.
And why? Why did you try?
Well, Jesse, man, I've been in prison. I went to prison, did 2-3 years in there, got out, and went to boot camp when I was younger, all this, and then I got a job, and my mom passed away. A bunch of different scenarios of why I shouldn't live and not why I should, because I didn't have Jesus in my life. People don't. They think this is all it's going to be. Is if we just get a job, it's going to be happy, or if I get this, everything will be happy. And that's not right, man. Like,
yeah.
So what I did was I went and I got a job. I went and I got this house. I got my car, my family, everything that what society says is supposed to make you happy. And still, there was nothing, man. Like, And you have to have Jesus in your life, man. Doesn't matter. God has to be there.
So, what did you use to try to take your own life? In what way?
What I did is I had a knife, and I put it in my throat, and I started slicing it because the people I was around didn't think that I was like who I was, man. Like me, I grew up in a foster home. I got took away from my family down here on the reservation. I grew up about 100 miles north of here. And I always wanted to come back throughout my whole life, man. Like I was like, well, how come they didn't want me? How come they didn't want me? So I was always fighting to look for that reassurance in my life, to where I was on the streets up there, man, hanging out with my homies and stuff, and thinking that they're like, go rob a car, or go do this, go steal this, or go beat up this person, go do this, or whatever, man. And so me looking for that place to fit in, I'd just do it right away, thinking that I'll find that, trying to look for that where I'd fit in, but of course I wouldn't fit in. But it took me a long time to realize that. And
amazing.
So, what I wanted to do was I was like, man, you guys don't think I'm gonna do this, man? Like, because we're sitting, you got people around here slicing their wrist or popping a couple pills or doing something like that, man, or hanging a noose and trying to say that it doesn't go. But I was like, no, man, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it because I can do it, man. Like, I'm not like these other people. I stick to it. So what I did is I put that in my throat and I started sawing right in front of everybody. And then, no one thought I'd do it. So because they're like, you're not gonna do it, Burdell. You're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it. I don't believe you do it. If you're gonna do it, then do it. So I was like, all right, I will. And you guys don't believe me? I was trying to vent my feelings to them. I was like,
right.
I just don't even feel like life's worth living anymore.
Right.
And like, just kill yourself. Just kill yourself.
And like, so did they stop you?
No, nobody stopped me. They all just watched. They all watched.
And so what happened? Why are you still living?
I'm not too sure, man. I know Jesus has a plan. God has a plan.
Did they take? But I'm asking, so you sit there, you cut your throat, and no one stopped you. Did someone eventually rush you to a hospital or something? How did you survive?
I actually went. We have a lot of cow fields out here, and I walked out into a cow field and I laid down and I was ready to bleed out. I was getting dizzy, and I just laid down in the middle of the field and I was ready to go. And then I woke up and I had a phone. The phone I was calling, it was my grandmother, my foster mother in Rapid City. That call was calling my phone, and she was saying that she was praying for me, and she was asking. She's like, "You need some help. You need to find help. You need to find God." And that's what I just woke up, and I don't know how, man. I really don't, Jesse, because
Amazing.
There's that thing in your neck that I forgot what it's called, but it's in your neck, man. And I put my finger right there, and that's where I put my knife, man. I started sawing halfway across my throat, and there's a tendon in there, some kind of tendon, but I guess I ruptured it or did a little something to it. But I ended up walking back over to my dad's, and my dad rushed me to the hospital from there. And
Wow. How old were you at the time?
I think I was like 22, 23.
That's amazing, man. That's an amazing story.
Yeah, and so that's what I just like I've been seeking this truth, like just a couple months ago. Like I've been like I had those feelings, man, like of hopelessness. Where I was like, man, I was like, Jesus, man, I need to find you, Father. I need you in my life. I'm looking out for you. I'm crying out to you. Here I was, man. My mother passed away. I went out to her grave, and I was crying to her, asking her for forgiveness. And someone told me that, why are you asking her? She's gone. You need to ask Jesus to forgive you. You need to ask Jesus to lead you, to guide you. And right there at that graveside where she's buried, man, I cried out to Jesus, and I repented of everything that I've done, man. And I truly seeked him. And he's disclosed me to this new truth of everything, of that Jesus is God. There is no other besides him. There's only him. If you truly want to find a way to live, then live by his rules. Read the Bible, study it every day, not just act like it. Believe it in your heart. Right, like you said, it's written in our hearts, man. Like we know right and wrong. We know what to do. We know not to do. It's whether we choose to do it or not.
So how's your life now, today?
Today, man, I got a beautiful daughter and I got a beautiful wife, man. I love my job. I love everything that I do. I just want our people to understand, man, like there's hope out there, and it's shows like this, and it's people like you that have to be true. Like they're just truthful about it. It doesn't matter if the feelings get hurt, because that's what Christianity's gotten into it so far, is that, we'll be a Christian to everyone, but it doesn't matter. We won't hurt your feelings. You don't like this? Well, you don't have to do that, and it's watered down, compromised.
Yeah. Burrell, that is an amazing story, man. That is it's mind-blowing. But I'm glad that you're well and you have a family, and if I could be of any help, let me know, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, just know I'm listening to you, and I'm trying to get the truth out here, man, to our people up here. So, send prayers to our people up here, Oglala Lakota people up here, man.
Right on.
We've got a few people up here, but we're trying to. I don't know, like we're just trying to do amazing things, Jesse. But we need Jesus, man.
We're just taking one day at a time, and he'll work through you to make it happen. Believe me. Just be patient. Don't be in a hurry. One day at a time, and it'll be amazing. What was the name of the preacher that told you about my show?
His name was David Grimes, David Michael Grimes.
Oh, okay. Well, I really appreciate that he told you about it, man.
Yeah, man. I really I just want you to know you're doing something right, man, to the Native American people up here, that your show is opening eyes, and it will continue to open eyes, man.
That's amazing. Well, call me again, Burrell. If I could be of any help, man, let me know, all right? I'm glad that you're doing well.
All right, yeah, you too, Jesse, man. Just keep speaking the truth, man, because we're listening, man.
I will.
People are out here.
I definitely will. Thank you, man.
Yeah, you have a happy Thanksgiving, man.
You too, buddy. Call me again.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye. That's amazing. You know that guy, the preacher that he named? Yeah. Oh, okay. That's amazing. It's the same spirit everywhere, folks. The spirit of darkness and the spirit of light.